Incoming backup request.
Second here. I think half of this is Oregon. Oh, there we go. All right, let me just close all this stuff here. Normally I'll be, getting ready to run around doing the golden bullet today. And I may still do that later on. But I'm probably going to do the most boring thing ever. And that is inventory management. I know we have a lot of new players. I'm no like super expert. I've been playing a good while. I think I'm coming up on 1,000 hours, and it's probably hundreds of Division 2 creators much better than me. I'm like the casual guy. I'm probably good for all the casual players who like have a full-time job and can get on for about an hour or two a day and can't wait for the weekend so that they can put in at least 5 to 10 hours during the weekends. But what I'm going to do today is because I have a lot of stuff, and I have like 4 characters. 3 of them are just like mules to hold like some other equipment, you know. But as you can see here, I have 289 items in my stash, 51 items on me, and I actually just cleaned out a lot of, just extra stuff. And I know sometimes a lot of folks will end up just having extra gear, for no reason. It's like this game allows you to hoard gear. And it's not a bad thing because we do need materials. So, I never, get angry when I'm farming for gear. I'm out farming and you do a control point, open world activities. Half the stuff, I'd be honest with you, maybe 90% of the stuff I do not even keep because I really have everything that I need already. So most of the stuff I'm just deconstructing, breaking down. But now, I wanted to just, go through real quick with some folks. Let me sort this. You can sort it however you wish. When I'm doing inventory management, I kind of like to sort by name. Do I do name or brand? I think let's do brand. That way you know if you have duplicates of stuff. And there's sometimes you do want to keep duplicates because, you may want, you know, this y'all gear here, it has maxed out armor, and you may want one that has, maxed out um, weapon damage. So you may have two, you recalibrate one, keep the other. So it's totally up to you. Um, what I did, my masks are pretty, pretty clear. I think there's other items in my inventory that need some looking at. But my mask, I try to just, keep certain ones. I try to make sure I keep everything that's God rolled at this point of me playing. I try to keep everything that's God rolled, you know. And even if, like right here, there's, this Javelina mask, you know, I probably can take the repair skills, roll skill haste on it, or crit damage, whatever I want to roll on it. Then I can recalibrate the armor to max it out, and then I'll have a pretty decent mask. So that's why I saved it. I didn't touch it because I may have plans for it in the future. But this golden gear here, I think I recalibrated this. I was doing a status effect build at one point. As you can tell, it didn't work out because it's here in the stash. And I remember rolling armor regen on it, because it came out with the two max stats. But I could take this armor regen, and roll anything else I want on it. So normally when I'm farming, I'm hoping to get, now in this stage of the game for me, I'm hoping to get at least two max rolls or one max and one really high where I can recalibrate, and then the other one I can just, you know, uh, upgrade the attributes so I'm not spending too much materials. This is a really good, roll. Whether I keep the headshot damage or not, I'm keeping this. And then I try to keep one version of the greens. This was actually the new brand set. And this is why I kind of wanted to make this video because we have so many brand sets. And then I think they added like two more. And I think like more may be coming out soon. Don't quote me on that. You know, maybe not. I don't know. Um, but yeah, so some folks go, oh man, we got new brand sets. I want to use them. What happens is that you'll have like 290. I kid you not. I've been playing for like 950 hours, and the one piece of body armor I'm looking for, I'll tell you when we get there. It's amazing. My RNG hates me, and I think it knows that I want it, so it will not give it to me. But anyhow, we just got this new collectors. This was part of this um, the season track for this season actually. So this was like up in the upper 80s or 90s. I haven't worn it yet. I just got it. I'm not really a grenade dude. I may use my foam grenades, when I'm out, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna wear this. The Ridgeway Pride. I'm quite sure most people, have this. Oh, jeez, I have a mod slot on here. That's another inventory thing. I gotta inventory of my mod slots, which I did. Let me put this in my inventory so I can, that one too, that had a mod on it that I gotta get rid of. Because that's another thing I want to get into with you guys. Like the mods, like I realized that I had so many mods and you only really need a certain amount. And I'll tell you why, because you can really share mods among builds and there's no reason to hoard mods. So let's get into these real quick. I'll just show you. All right, you can see I'm hoarding four Badger Toughs. Three of them are zero Fs. I have no idea why I have so many zero Fs. I don't know what I was. I don't know if I'm thinking of doing something with them. I mean, two of them I just purchased probably from the vendor just this past reset. But my play style, right? And this all is gonna, depend on your play style. My play style, I'm 100% reckless. If you watch any of my videos, I just like to have fun. I'm just the reckless. I don't teach people how to play. I don't ever want you to play like me because I will do things that I'll end up dying and I'll be like, why did I do that? I watch the video over and I'm like, what the heck were you thinking, man? But it's fun, I like being reckless. As you can tell, I'm not an armor guy at all. I run all reds. I run five directives, and I'm just out there. I got no ammo. I got a pistol for like the first 5 minutes of playing. It's craziness, but it's so much fun. Anyhow, I digress. So most of my chess pieces, you're going to see they all have unbreakable on them because of my playstyle. Because I only run 733k armor, I use unbreakable and perfectly unbreakable because right now that'll give me 1.4. I get 1.4 million. I get, you know, for that 60-second time span. So, you'll break my armor. I get a 90% back. If I get the perfectly unbreakable on the zero Fs, I get a full 100%. And I can have some survivability. So I want most to all of my chess pieces to have that. I can do enough damage on my own, you know, rather than wearing glass cannon, which I tried once, and that was Jesus. And I know obliterate is like one of the fan favorites. But let's take a look at these badge stuffs because I'm just rambling on right now. So as you can tell, right, I have all my unbreakables, and then they all have like different purposes. So this one is not calibrated at all. All right, so I'm planning on I don't I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with this because I'm not really into Hazard Pro. I may keep the Hazard Pro, right, and then I can roll something damage wise, and then use this build if I wanted to run my backfire, which you really need Hazard Pro, or maybe you make a fire build, and you want some armor. I'll run a shotgun. I'll run a fire protection build. I'll have to max Hazard Pro, throw some damage on there, have my unbreakable. I'll be good to go. Over here, this is I think this is like the first zero Fs I ever had because this is definitely before we were able to recalibrate. And only reason I say that is because this explosive resistance, which I definitely do not want or use at all, and I could tell the weapon damage because I recalibrated the weapon damage, which I try not to do much. I'll try to recalibrate one of the other attributes nowadays that we can, upgrade the core attribute. So I probably just keeping it because it's probably the first piece I ever had. More likely, it's one of those pieces that if I start to run out of space, I'll just, I'll junk it and, you know, either destroy it or probably try to donate it to the expertise. You see, so these two I must have brought from, no, they would have been the same if I bought them from the vendor. So these two I must have farmed somehow. Let me see oh no, it says I purchased both. Okay, so I did purchase both of these. No. Oh, jeez. What the heck am I doing? Yeah, I purchased these two. Do I have plans for them? I don't know. Looking at them, I purchased them for because this one was already recalibrated, and I thought, oh, maybe I could think of something, but I'm not going to use this explosive resistance at all. So what I may do, if I have extra materials, I'll re-roll the explosive resistance, and then I'll just upgrade the armor and crit chance. It's going to cost me a lot of materials. If I wanted to use perfectly unbreakable, you know, and with my shotgun, I normally run the Scorpio at times, depending how I'm feeling. I'm really an AR guy, but Scorpio does help. So if I wanted to just, roll, you know, crit damage, maybe I'll do that just for the heck of this video. Waste some materials on this stuff and upgrade this. Because right now I'm not running a Badger Tough chest piece because I don't really like using all my cores, my red cores for a blue because I think armor, I'd rather kill you before you kill me. Um, okay, then I move down to my Bellstones. Bellstones is if I'm running like a super tanky build. This one, I think I was trying to do a sniper build here, which is, don't ask me why. My playstyle was definitely not a sniper. It was probably me watching one of those build videos and thought I was being cool and doing it. Now I got stuck with this piece. I probably can, it's probably one of those pieces that there's nothing I can really do with. So you know what? Let me just probably trash it because there's no reason to keep that. Um, Here, this is actually a really good piece. I would use this on a skill build, because normally my skill build, I have some armor on my skill build. As you can see, I already got my unbreakable. It came with unbreakable for me, so that's awesome. I have armor regen, which I can probably, you know, do anything crit here. And see, like I said, I love the new upgrade system because now I was able to upgrade the armor and the skill damage, and then I can mess around with the other attribute and put anything I want there. So this is actually a really, really valuable piece for my playstyle. You know, I had this one. I farmed this one. So, this is what I'm talking about. Like when I'm out farming and I get something like this, it's just like there will be use for this somewhere. Definitely will be use for this piece. I'll find a piece, find a way to use it. You know, maybe a status effect build. Maybe keep the Hazard Pro on it. Who knows? Because it's not a terrible piece, so I would definitely keep it there. I only have one Douglas and Harding chess piece. This is more my typical. I thought, I think I put this in here when I had my Liberty build. I had a build um, really dedicated to the Liberty pistol. And I think I was using this piece, or was I? I don't know if I was using the mask, but you know, I had everything all read out, and I had my unbreakable. Of course, you're gonna be like, this guy is unbreakable. But yeah, that's the one piece this is like my typical piece. You see a piece like this in my inventory. This is my piece. This is what Doc uses. Yeah. This Henry piece. It was, what the heck was I using this for? I think again I was trying to make a status effect build, a failed experiment. I could tell I did use it for, I don't know, this is like maybe 15, 20 minutes worth of play right here, maybe a little bit more, but I don't think I was too too happy with it. I do like to keep things, like, I like to keep one piece a year. You never know. I don't like to. There's one piece that I don't keep. I think we'll get to that. I think it's like rigor, one of the greens. Like I don't use that at all. Um, I like to be in the offense. I will use a skill build, especially during like really tough bounties, because I think bounties are like, they're fun, but man, they're OP. Man, they're so OP. So I need a little bit of help. So I'd use my skills for that. But most of the time, I'm not gonna use this stuff. Like I said, but I will keep it. Just for the heck of it. You know, and normally when it comes to like name stuff, I really do keep a lot of name stuff. You know. All right, here we go. So remember before I was talking about, as you can see, why do you have so much Fenris? I've been looking for a Fenris piece to drop, right? With Unbreakable, like this one did, right? This one dropped with Unbreakable, and not have a blue core on it when it dropped. It seems like every time I get a Fenris piece to drop with Unbreakable, it has this magical blue core, whether it's hazard protection or armor regen. And I'm like, come on, can I just get one that has two red cores? I don't even care if it's headshot, if it's, just give me one of them that says crit. Right, headshot crit. If I get two crits, that would be amazing. But my RNG hates me to death. All right, so I just cannot get. I'll get weapon handling. I'll take weapon handling. Right, it makes my reload faster. It will reduce on some of the recoil. Most of my guns, I don't use guns with like really crazy recoil anyhow. But this one, it didn't drop, so I would have to roll um Unbreakable on here, and then I'm gonna have to, upgrade the pieces, So I really want Unbreakable to drop on it, so I can have flexibility in messing around with the attributes, Because if imagine Unbreakable dropped on here, this would be awesome. Because I would take that weapon handling, get rid of that, and then throw some crit damage on there, and then I'm good money, for my style. But one day, maybe it'll be a gift from the Division RNG gods when I get to 1,000 hours to drop that piece for me, as I'm begging you. Obliterate. So as I mentioned before, I know a lot of folks love using Obliterate, and that's so awesome, and I would too. But again, I'm gonna do, you'll see me running around soon. Whether I do it today, I'll split the videos up. This will just be something quick. Because this is like my first commentary video. Like, as you can see, most of my videos are non-commentary. So I really don't do this often. So I wanted to do something that I was comfortable with. And I've been managing my inventory since 2019. So I was like, all right, I'll try, talking to you guys, for if anybody's watching, whoever is, thank you for hanging with Doc. It's pretty badass. Or I don't know if I can say that. I'll get in trouble. It's pretty cool. But yeah, obliterate. So when I seen it on here, I was like, well, I might as well keep it. Maybe one day I will be bold enough. Oops, sorry. And I go, let me throw a crit chance on here. I already got the weapon damage. I'm gonna run out there and I'm gonna take this 112 to 117 and try not to die because I would use up all my armor kits. Oh man, that's gonna be a mess. Maybe one day I'll think of some fun. Uh, if this piece, I, it rolled 100%. Yeah, it got rolled. A glass cannon got rolled. This game is torturing me because they know dang well that I'm not going to use this piece. That 733 armor with glass cannon is like 250. I'm gonna get hit by uh by a rock. One of the hyenas is gonna throw a rock at me, and I'm gonna be dead. It is craziness. This is a heck of a piece. Headshot damage, weapon handling. It's probably be great for a sniper build, like if I had a sniper. But it has assault rifle damage. This is assault rifle gear piece, so it'd have been really good on I forgot the brand for snipers. I probably have it in here. If that rolled like that for sniper build, oh, that'd be really really good. I have one foundry bulwark build. You can't mess with the blue talents. I mean the green talent, so I just keep it here. Gila guard. Uh, I think I kept it only because it just has one. I think that's why I sorted it by. Did I sort it by name? I totally forgot how we sorted this. Oh, sorted by brand. Yeah, so I want to keep one. I kept one golem. This actually. Oh wait, yeah, definitely got to keep this. This was doing all the hunters, the New York hunters. If you defeat all the hunters in New York, this is the piece you get out of that chest. You know, I'm so sorry. Same for all the hard work you do, you get a piece like this, and it's just like, it was fun, but this is like one underwhelming reward. It is what it is, right? Grupos is always, fan favorite here. Um, there's actually, ah man, no, it's I wouldn't even say it's a good piece. See, this is one of the things I'm talking about, right? So you would have this really good piece, great weapon damage, great crit chance, right? It wouldn't cost you much to upgrade it, right? But then you gotta make a choice, right? And the choice is if I upgrade the talent, then you're stuck with repair skills, which see my face. Right? If you upgrade repair skills, then you have kinetic momentum, right? And this, if you're not running a skill build, then kinetic momentum is, it's. Jeez, I don't even know why. I think I kept it just because it's my only Grupo piece, but I'm gonna put that on my list. That if I run into any more Grupo pieces, maybe replace this. Because now that I think about it, this piece is not of any use to me. Hunter's Fury, always. I again before like I love chess pieces of the name brand sets, but my playstyle doesn't really warrant me wearing them. I may wear the backpack pieces, but the chess pieces I rarely put those on. Um, this was the new brand set, the Zero chess piece. If anybody want to know, that's at Hunter's Cage. Oh yeah, it was. Then this is the big drum for the overlords. This is the rifles. And when it comes to the rifles, I really like some of the rifles. Everybody loves the Baker's Dozen, of course, or the M1A. There are a lot of other rifles on there. There's one really good RPM, has zero recoil. It's like your controller will vibrate. I'm a controller user, so my controller will vibrate on certain guns. I think it's the USC Mod 1 or US1C, something like that. Man, that gun has no vibration. It's so smooth to use. really good RPM. The damage, you know, I'm not a meta guy. I use the guns. I'll try to use every gun at least once, and I'll be like, "Ugh." I'm really not a meta guy because I just like to just use anything just to see how good it is, or be like, "Ooh, no, 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 I can't use this." You know, but I'm gonna keep this because it came with the magical blue rolls. I told you, right? But it came with the crit damage, and that's perfectly fine because I can roll crit chance on here, and then if I run a rifle build, I got a really good. This is how I want my Fenris to drop, so that I can just take the blue off and then tank on Fenris. Anyway, um, I don't know why I'm keeping this. It's here for a reason. Maybe because the rolls were so high, and I figured I'll take the talent and remove the talent. Or if I throw a scope on a rifle, say I throw like a scope on an M1A, and all of a sudden I got a pretty, you know. Sometimes when I'm keeping these things, I'm thinking something years ago, and right now, 2024, I'm like, why do I have this? Who knows? With this piece here, this is probably another one. It's untouched, so it came with Unbreakable. I can do. It'll take me a little bit more materials than this one. You know, so this is one of those pieces that, like, you know, you experiment. You may say, I may roll, armor on here at one point. If I get curious to roll armor, you never know. Uh, then we get the Petrov, where these are the LMGs. This is another one that has a mod on it that I gotta. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just do the chess pieces and the mods, all right? Because what I'm talking about here goes with all pieces, whether it's your mask, your gloves, your knee pads, your backpacks. What I'm talking about here. So I'm not gonna go piece by piece, each section. This video will be extremely long and boring. It's probably killing you now. But with the Petrov, I got the one Petrov piece. Like I said, I had a whole bunch before. I was just getting rid of stuff. I probably kept the best one in my opinion. Um, I modded it. What did I put on here? Obliterate. So I must have been following some YouTuber like, hey, try obliterate, and that didn't work out because it's in my stash. But the handling, the chance, it came out super god roll, so I didn't want to really touch it. It was like really nice. I can put my favorite talent on here that I won't mention again. I have a pretty pretty awesome LMG build, and this will help because LMGs and the stability, man, accuracy. Some of those LMGs be everywhere. So weapon handling for LMG, sweet. But let me take that mod off real quick. I'll put this back. Striker's chest piece, which I really love. I was using it at one point, but no. The closer, I kept it just because it's named. You know, like I said, I like to collect named pieces. You know, but I'm probably not gonna ever use it. This one here would be a good armor build, right? Like if I wanted to go armor, I'll take the repair skills and I would put armor regen on it, right? So I want to be semi tanky, right? Throw some armor regen on there. Max out the armor. I already have unbreakable, you know, and you can go from there. It all depends how you wanna play. A lot of folks run lots of reds. Especially being a solo player. Like if I had teammates, I actually have a couple of teammates, and one likes to run tank. It's actually the four of us. It was cool. Like one loves being a medic, you know. One loves to be tank. The other one is loves his hives and his skills, and I just kind of adopted the all red bill, but they haven't been on in a while. Like I'm the only one that really kept playing, so I'm hoping that Division 3 comes out, they get back into it. Plus, I did switch platforms on them. I was on PlayStation, then I switched to PC, so I did switch platforms on them So I think that's probably another reason why. So it's probably my fault. I broke up the Beatles. I digress. Next up, Walker Harris Cole. I love this company. They're like, I don't know. It's an automatic 20% weapon damage. Right? 20% weapon damage. And if you throw on two pieces, or if you say you just wear one piece and then you have like your ninja backpack, you now have 5% damage to armor. You would be a killing machine. My only problem is that I'm in love with my uh oh my goodness, hyena mask. As I can see the smoke. I don't know why. Love my hyena mask. Now I do love my Ninja Bite backpack. I have so many bills around it. Um, but this is a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. I'm glad it's sitting here because this is perfect. This also has one of my mods that I was looking for. My 6% crit chance. Jeez. Let me put this. I want to use that on somewhere. But this is how I love my pieces to be, right? Come rolled with Unbreakable already on it. You know, it came with the crit chance. It probably came with something else that I got out of there, put the crit damage on it, moved up the weapon damage. Yeah, this is gonna stay in my inventory. You guys are helping me out here. My y'all gear, I think this was this new? Oh, I purchased it from the Dart Zone vendor. This one cost me a lot of bucks, so I'm holding on to it. I may not use it because y'all gear is very very hard to find. I think I only have one chest piece, and I think maybe knee pads or something. Maybe knee pads. No, I think it's the holster. And yeah, you only have those two pieces, so I don't care how crappy this looks. Like I don't have any of this gear, so I'm holding on to it. And last but not least, that's in my inventory is my Cheska piece. I think I have one on. No, I have a crit damage on right now. The Cheska piece is untouched. It came with obliterate, so I kind of softened up to obliterate. All right, if it's not gonna be unbreakable, it'll be obliterate. But I'm not using anything else other than those two because I know I'm not using status effects ever. So I'm definitely gonna re-roll that one day, and it wouldn't cost me too much to upgrade the weapon damage and the crit hit chance. Right. So that's normally how I do my inventory. I wish they stopped bumping me. You know, I try to go piece by piece. I try not to keep too many things. One of these zero Fs is gonna leave soon. I don't want to be contradicting, but I try not to keep too many pieces. As you can see, I'm not gonna like commentary on the holsters, but as you can see, I'll keep like one piece. I think these Picaro's holsters, these were all I scavenged. I don't know. They all came like these two came God rolled. I said I was gonna put crit damage, crit chance, and mess around with that. This one I'll probably get rid of soon. You know, I'm here talking crap that I don't keep too many pieces, and then I go inside inventory. There's 4 pieces here, so now I look like a fool. But I try, like I said, I try not to keep too many. As you can see, I have like one piece, 1 or 2 pieces. 2 pieces may be the max because what you want to do, you may want to experiment with one piece. If you have 3 pieces, that will also be because you have like your main piece, your experimental piece, and then like I always try to keep a piece that like I do not touch because I don't want to touch that one piece just in case a bright idea comes, in my dreams or somewhere, like, oh man, I can do this, and then I don't have that piece, and I'm trying to farm, and if you're trying to farm anything in this game, if you're looking for something, you're not gonna get it. I'll, I'll tell you that right now, 100%, you're not gonna get it. Um, okay, I said I was gonna do that, and then I was gonna talk to you guys about mods, because that was like really important. But real quick, let me just. Why did I put that back in the stash? Jeez, ooh, Louise. Hold on. Sorry about that. I gotta come out the stash real quick. Don't bump me. Just move out the way. Let me strip this off real quick. The other piece was, I think it was this one. Strip that one, and somebody had my. This is not attached to anything, so take off that one. That's on a build, and it's my Walker Harris. I think I wanted that one. Okay, and now let me put everything back that I don't need because I need as much space as I can get. So this goes back. Oh shoot. I hate when I do that. So this goes back, that goes back, that goes back. I'm not using this right now. I'm gonna keep this here because I may use it. May come in handy. Let me tell to you about mods. And I'm glad I was able to do that because when it comes to mods, right guys, you don't need to have 1,000 mods. So what I try to do, right, I'll come to the main mod, right, just come into your mods down here, come into your mods, go into, you know, whatever gear system you want, offensive, defensive, or utility. So I'll do offensive, right? I'll filter, right? And as you can see, I have 4, 4, and 2, right? The max you really can keep, honestly, is 3 because you can share mods throughout, you know, different pieces. You only gonna wear one gear, one loadout at a time. So if you make a loadout, save the loadout with the gear pieces on it, then that loadout will have those 3 mods on it. Well, if you make another loadout and you go to put this crit chance somewhere else, and I'll demonstrate, you know, it'll tell you, oh, you know, this mask is, you know, wearing this crit chance piece. Okay, I'm gonna put it on this mask anyway, because when I load the other loadout, that piece is gonna come with it. So you don't need, like, if you got 13 loadouts, 13 crit chances. You can just have one, and you can just share it, you know, amongst the other ones. So let me just sort by crit chance. Right, I have 4 pieces, and that 6 before that 6 was here. I was holding on to this 5.5.
Agent requesting backup.
All right, so I was like, I don't, and I thought that was the only ones I had, but now I don't need this 5.5, right? I can get rid of that, right? Because I can use some, always can use materials, right? So now I got a 5.9, a 6, and a 6. That's perfect. Oh, crap. All right, and then I go to the crit damage, and I think I have 2 12s and 11.9. This is 11.7. This is pretty high. And also, you know, don't take everything I say and be like, you know, as if I'm telling you exactly what to do. I'm just telling you how I do it because 11.7 is not really bad. You know, I have a thing, you know, if I'm at like 9 or 10, I'm not keeping it at all. You know, 11.7 is close enough to 12. So I think I'm keeping these. I'll keep this one. All right. Um, and I just only have 2 of these. You know, they were maxed out, so I just kept them. So in this case, I'll just deconstruct this one, get my 6 filters. That'll be good. Um, then I'll come to defense because I think I moved one over from somewhere. Uh, to bleed resistance. I have an extra one. Trying to see what did I move. I think I moved 3 reds because I don't think I was touching the blues. So I guess that was it. But I want to show you what I'm talking about with the pieces. I moved 2 pieces. I don't know what I did with the second piece. Anyhow, 71's not too bad, but I don't want to really go past like 75. So for example, This has a crit damage. My Coyote's Mask has a crit damage on it, right? Now I have another build that may have my Hunter. As you can see, I should have. You see right now, like my Coyote doesn't have a mod on it, right? Because I'm using my Hunter and Rogues build. So my Hunters and Rogues build, if I'm not mistaken, it has the same piece on it. Yeah, it has the same 12 crit damage. Right. So I only need that one piece, and I can just, use it throughout five, six, seven builds. You know, I have, I put my builds in order of use. So you see, tank is at the bottom. I hardly use that at all. My main builds up here. My Duchess builds, my Chameleon, and my new Reliable. Yeah, I don't have my. Oh, I do have my Liberty build. So I'm actually here. When I was talking about the Liberty build, I guess I'm using my my Douglas and Harding. And this is really when I was talking about my Fenris piece. This piece annoys the heck out of me. This rainbow piece. I hate looking at it. Let me go back to doing what I was doing because I'm all over the place. So yeah, so I can use this 12% crit hit damage on this mask. I can use this 12% on this chest, and I can use the 12% on this backpack. And even if I switch here, I'll have the same three pieces. 12%, oops, sorry, 12% and 12%. And and I'm not, hoarding six pieces. I have one piece for six pieces of gear. You know, so you may want to think of that when you're doing your inventory for your mods as well, because I'm telling you guys, it starts to add up, especially when you get to your attachments too. And I spent, oh my God, at least 2 to 3 hours. I stripped every attachment, and then I put the attachments back on each piece, and then I seen what I had extra, and then I got rid of so much stuff, you know. And when I mean so much stuff, I had exactly 100 pieces, and I couldn't, every time I'm in the field, I'm deconstructing, and I'm like, and if I find something I like, then I don't know which one to deconstruct, and I had no leeway to add more stuff. So I was like, let me clear this out. So that's why you can see as my decoy, I don't have anything here. It may say I don't have anything here, but I actually do. My decoy, I already have attachments on them, and I saved them in one of my bills. So let me see if I can find. Oh, this is actually the actual bill right here. All right, so I already have. Oh, jeez. Why can I select? Jesus, it won't let me select this. Hold on. Out of here. Sorry, I forgot I was still in the stash. Don't be like me, kids. All right, I only had health and duration. Those are the only two I actually had. I had like a whole bunch of those. So I just kept the two best ones and I put them on here, hit save. So now they're on here. And I know all I'm looking for now is a maxed out health. So if I get a 7.5 health, I can get rid of this health, put the other one on there. There's no reason to keep anything else, you know. And I just freed up, some extra slots. There's no reason to have extra decoy because decoy doesn't really have, it's not like the Firefly where you can have, you know, there are different types of Fireflies, so you may want to have more than one, piece of gear or, mod. So I think, do I have mod on here? Probably not because I don't have a Firefly build at all. But yeah, I don't, and they bumped me again. Let me move out the way. Hold on a second. Go over here. Yeah, so since I don't really have a Firefly build, I don't really hoard Fireflies. Let me see, did I keep any? I probably kept some in here. Yeah, so since I don't have a build for it, I'll keep them in here. So you see I kept skill haste, speed, damage, max targets, and blind. Kept one of each for the three Fireflies, you know, and just do it that way. Try to manage, manage the best way you can. It'll make your runs much more fun because you're not constantly coming back to the White House. You know, right now I'm trying to stay. I was happy when I was at 51. My OCD kicks in. I see 53, and I start getting antsy. But that's because I put that chess piece in here. Let me deconstruct. Well, no, let me see if I can donate it before I deconstruct it.
Always good to see you, Agent.
If she doesn't take it, then it's fine. If not, then I'll deconstruct it. Doesn't matter. She didn't take it. So, 52 pieces because I got that one Walker Harris in here where I took the mod off of it. I was thinking about putting it on, but I don't want to mess up my 15% crit damage. Like, because I'm at 168. And I think if I take that off, let me see something. Unless I see something, I can do like this. What were the numbers again? My crit chance it sucks because of the gun that I'm using, but it's fine. Whatever. It's this build, as horrendous as it may look to some of the experts out there. I have so much fun with it. You see 26, you're like, oh my god, why 26? But there's a method to my madness, right? Because I could have 26%, but if I'm a certain distance away, right, and most of my style of gameplay, I'm between 15 to 25. I'm not really up close. There may be one or two times if I'm getting pressed, that's why I have the Scorpio. But most of the time, I'm 15 to 25 meters away, which meaning now my crit chance is from 25 or 26, whatever it was, up in the 30s. If I can get more, I'll put another gun on. I still have my St. Elmo's, which, I may use once or twice. That has some crit. I think it has some crit chance on one of the mods. And I also have my chameleon, which I love my chameleon. Haven't used it in a good while,
Should really
you
find
know.
time to clean and oil these
But
tools. Don't want
yeah,
them to
like I
get
said, as
rusty.
unpopular as it looks, I have fun with it. I didn't upgrade the weapon yet because I'm waiting for the Project Resolve to come out because the materials donated will be much less. So that's why this is still at level 4. And I do want to finish the research so I can get the Savage Wolverine. Then I can actually mod the muzzle piece because right now I can't mod the muzzle. I can only put a crit chance here, and throw some extra rounds. But the Savage Wolverine, you can mod the muzzle, get 5 more%. So that'll help. But dude, I'm all over the place. I'm talking all this mess. Let me see. Let me see something. I'm gonna put on this Walker Harris piece. Alright, throw that on. I went from 112 to 114. Yeah, like 2%. Jeez. I thought it would be 5% because it's still going to be 15-15. That's going to wash each other out. But I thought that Walker Harris would at least be 5. I mean, unless my math is, which it probably is. My math is probably pretty trash. Um, but it makes everything else stronger too. Without the mod, I'm at 32, 141. So actually, I'm at 40%. Yeah. No, I got more crit chance because the Grupo piece didn't have any crit chance on it, and it
I
had
should try making leather. Can't
um
be that hard.
what I'll do here, I'll take off this mod and I'll put the mod on here. Put a crit damage mod 12% here. I have some I have extra ones. It's all good. Rule of thumb, people. You get something God roll, keep it. I don't care how many pieces. If you have 15 of them, just keep them. This game, it's you know, it's not easy to get these pieces, man. You see most of the stuff you see. So you see something God rolled, keep it. All right. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna save this. I don't know. See how this goes. It's still 7:33. Um, I'm gonna end this video because I don't want to make this video commentary and a gameplay. Plus, it's like my first one, so I just wanted actually to see how the video came out. If I'm speaking too low, you know, uh, the glare from the TVs all in my glasses. So, um, yeah, this was like the pilot. Hopefully, I look back at this in like 2 years and be like, dude, your camera's terrible, your lighting's bad. I keep kicking the tables, probably wobbling. I don't have a professional setup. You know, trust me, I'm not trying to do this for a living. So don't worry. Um, that 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 is what that is. This is purely hobby and fun. If you read my description in YouTube. Yeah, that's all I do. I just do it for fun, man. I've been a gamer for a long time, and it keeps me sane, keeps me busy. But thanks for hanging for, the inventory
Could use some more crafting
boringness.
materials.
And I
I
hope
really should make myself a
if I
nice
taught
fluffy
one
chair.
person something or shed some light, or that's all I was aiming for. So, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. You